Good morning, teachers, students, and families, and welcome to this week's Grade 4 to 6 online assembly. Before we begin, I just want to make sure all students and teachers have their microphones and cameras turned off. This is very important for the recording of each assembly. Can I also ask everyone watching please not touch any of the features on the video call? This includes the mute all feature and recording button. This assembly, like all assemblies, is recorded by Mr. Knott. If you press record, it will alert Mr. Knott and your name will be displayed in the assembly team. If this occurs, the teacher will have to remove you from the assembly team, and we would like to think that everyone can sit back and watch respectfully. We are already in week 5 of this term, and it seems to have flown by. We hope you are staying healthy at home and hope you enjoy today's assembly. My name is Zura from 6W, and I'm House Captain for Chisholm.
My name is Noah from 6W, and I'm House Captain for Chisholm.
I'm Lachlan from 6H, and I'm the Vice House Captain of Chisholm.
My name is Angela from 6G, and I'm House Vice Captain from Chisholm.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we stand today and recognize our continuing connection to land, waters, and cultures. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Please stand for the national anthem.
How are you?
Australians, oh, let's go, for we are young and free, with golden suits. Oh, Mr. Christ.
The acknowledgement of country that was read out prior to the national anthem is our way to show respect for the traditional owners of the land on which we live today. Historically, the lands around Casey were inhabited by the Boonwurrung peoples, also known as the Wurundjeri peoples. You may be familiar with the building that was opened in Casey in 2017 called Bunjil Place. Bunjil is the name of the given to the eagle, who, as legend has it, was the creator of the mountains, rivers, flora, fauna, and laws for humans to live by. The building was made with an iconic roof structure designed to resemble the soaring eagle's wings. Here is a short clip about Bunjil.
To the Boonwurrung people, Bunjil is the creator spirit. He made the heavens and the earth. He went to the sky on a great wind, which Bellin, the crow, let out of his skin bags. From his position in the stars, Bunjil took his largest knife and slashed at the land and formed ridges that became mountains. The land between became the valleys. He let the rain fall to the land and formed rivers to give the people water. He made a man out of clay, used stringy bark as hair, and blew his breath into its mouth. The clay man came to life, and Bunjil danced around him. Bunjil's son, Binbil, made women out of water and went on to become the rainbow. Bunjil takes many forms today. He is a sea eagle, a bird, and basalt, the rock. He is a star in the sky, and his spirit rests at Cape Schanck on the Mornington Peninsula.
First, we would like to present this week's winners of Student of the Week for Term 3, Week 4. For A, Didier, for being a motivated remote learner who aims to do his best in all he does. Keep up the terrific work. For D, Alzafor, for doing a great job finding his way through teams for the first time. Well done, Alzi. For L, Tyler, for always giving his best effort and never giving up during remote learning, even when his tasks are a little challenging. For R, Safa, for trying her best to complete her daily tasks for remote learning. And from 4V, Hussein, for following instructions and completing his work to a high standard.
From 5B, Tyrus, for completing all tasks in a diligent manner. Good job. From 5D, Joval, for always being positive with everything he does. From 5L, Jonathan, for demonstrating a marked improvement in mathematics. 5M, Aren, for the positive attitude and great effort you are putting into your remote learning. 5S, Fatima, for her amazing efforts and work during remote learning.
From 6G, Jasmina, for putting great effort into her work this week. From 6H, Madiha, for demonstrating a terrific work ethic throughout the Remote Learning 2.0 so far. From 6S, Edward, for actively participating in all remote learning activities and constantly striving to get assignments completed on time. From 6W, Arjun, for the outstanding work he has done all term. Keep up the fantastic work.
We will now present the Specialist Awards for Week 4. Art, Ivana from 4V for her super duper rainbow trail entry and great communication. EAL, Mustafa from 4V for learning how to use very well. Also for making sure you are in team meetings with Mrs. Collingwood and asking lots of questions. You are a star. Music, Yvette, 5B for just dancing. Look, Aoife from 5M for doing a fantastic job with her lit work. Vargas, well done to all this week's winners. Keep up the great work.
I would now like to introduce Mr. DeLay to give his principal report.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is well and looking after themselves and looking after their family. We're still well into this next period of remote learning, and I think all of us are keeping our eyes on the number of cases each day, and fingers crossed, hoping that continues to drop. So I think it was just over 300 again today, but fingers crossed by the end of the week it's down around the 200 mark and continues to drop, and that'll be a good sign that everyone's doing the right thing and that we can get back to or get out of stage 4 restrictions in the next few weeks. So I hope everyone is keeping well and looking after themselves, and it sounds like everyone's trying their best with the remote learning, which is great. It's good to see that piece on Bunjil Place as well. I'm not sure if people have visited Bunjil Place, but it's a fantastic setup, and the library there, if you get a chance when things open up to visit the library, if you haven't visited the library, should go, because it's actually a fantastic, really large open space, and it's really worth seeing. So I really recommend a visit to Bunjil Place. The other thing I wanted to mention is we'll be scheduling another non-academic learning day like we had in the first remote period. So should be able to set that this week and then let you guys know And if you remember from last time, that was a day where you could, you wouldn't have to do your literacy or numeracy or inquiry. You could do some fun activities and have a little bit of a break from the normal school routine. So we'll let you know when that day is coming up. There are a number of things that are exciting that are sort of on hold at the moment for the school. So one thing is we've organised and purchased a large TV, it's a bit like a TV screen. If you go into the shopping centres, you see those really big TV screens with advertising and things. We've actually organised one of those for the gym. So just at the moment, the people aren't allowed to come in and do it because of the restrictions, but hopefully end of this term or certainly by next term, those guys will come in and install that, and that they're also installing a sound system as well. So for you guys running assembly, if we get back to normal assembly in the gym in term 4, we'll have an opportunity to actually utilise the new sound and audio system. So that's very exciting. The other thing that is in the works is a shade covering for the play area. So there's some designs that have come through for that. So we're still looking at. And the other thing that Mr. Willis and I are looking at is the Veggie Garden and Adventure Play Area. So that's another exciting project that's in the works. So quite a few really exciting things are in the works, and some of these things we actually want to get your input and feedback on. But yeah, at the moment they're not actually being done, but they will be done once we open back up. So I just wanted to mention some of the exciting projects that we have in store for you, and certainly grade 4s and 5s, less so the grade 6s unfortunately, but more so the grade 4s and 5s will be able to enjoy those as we move into next year. So I think that's about all from me. I hope everyone has a great week and continue to stay safe and look after yourself and look after your family. And I look forward to seeing you all at assembly next Tuesday. Okay, bye everyone.
Thanks, Mr. Delay. Just one more announcement before we finish up today. On Friday, the 4th of September, we're due to have our CGPS Literacy and Numeracy Parade. The literacy leaders along the organising committee are looking to ensure this still goes ahead online, so please start thinking about your costumes for this great day. We will let you know more details in the coming weeks. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed today's assembly and hope you all to listen to your teachers and parents, who I'm sure are helping you at home with your schoolwork. Please join Flynn Captains next week for another online assembly.